Shanti. This is the Avyakt Murli of 14th of December 1987, and the title is Three Specialties of the Confluence Aged Brahmin Life. Today, Bap Dada is pleased to see all his elevated children who always stay with him, who serve as his constantly cooperative service companions, and who will go with him. Those who stay with him means those who are easy, natural yogi souls. Those who are constantly cooperative companions in service means jnani souls, true servers. Those who go with him means karmatit souls, who are equal and complete. Bap Dada is seeing these three specialties in all the children. To what extent have you become complete in all these three things? All these three specialties of the elevated Brahmin life of the confluence age are necessary. Yogi souls, jnani souls, and karmatit souls equal to the Father. If there is something missing in even one of these three specialties, it means that you aren't experienced in the specialties of Brahmin life. That is, you remain deprived of the full happiness and attainments of Brahmin life. Bap Dada gives all the children full blessings. It isn't that he gives blessings that are, may you be yogi according to your capacity, or may you be jnani according to your capacity. As well as that, the confluence age is the special age of the whole cycle. And this age means the period that is said to be blessed, because it is at this time that the bestower of blessings comes to distribute the blessings. Because the bestower of blessings comes at this time has also become blessed. This period has this blessing. This is the time to have total attainment of all attainments. This is the blessed time to attain the complete stage of perfection. Throughout the rest of the cycle, you receive the reward according to your actions, or you continue to automatically attain fruit according to your actions. But at this blessed time, through your one step of an action, you easily receive multi-million-fold help from the Father. In the Golden Age, you don't receive multi-million-fold for one, but you claim a right to experience what you have attained at this time in the form of your reward. You simply continue to come down and eat what you have accumulated. Your degrees continue to decrease. When the first age comes to an end, you become 14 celestial degrees from 16 celestial degrees. However, when did you have the complete attainment that you became 16 celestial degrees complete? The time for that attainment is this confluence age. At this time, the Father, with an open heart, places in front of the children the overflowing treasure store of all attainments in the form of blessings, in the form of an inheritance, and in the form of attainment as a result of your study in all three relationships, in all three forms. He doesn't keep the account of giving according to how much you do. He keeps the account of giving you multi-million-fold return for one. He doesn't say, make your own effort and attain the reward. But as he is merciful, the bestower of fortune, and as you have all relationships with him, he becomes your helper at every second. Through your 1 second of courage, he helps by constantly cooperating with you in your efforts for a period equal to many years, because he knows that you are the weak and tired souls who have been wandering for many births. This is why he gives his cooperation to this extent. He becomes your helper. He himself makes you an offer to give him all types of burden. He offers to carry the burden. Being the bestower of fortune, he makes you knowledgeful. He clearly explains to you the knowledge of elevated actions and gives you the pen with which to draw your line of fortune. You can draw as long as line of fortune as you want. He has put in your hand the key to all the overflowing treasures. And the key is so easy. If any storms of Maya come, he becomes the canopy of protection and keeps you constantly safe. What can storms do when you have the canopy of protection? He makes you into servers and also becomes the intellect of the wise and touches the intellect of souls, through which the children's name is glorified and the Father's task is accomplished easily. He sustains you as his beloved children by giving you so much love and affection that he constantly makes you swing in many swings. He doesn't allow you to place your feet on the ground. You sometimes swing in the swing of joy, sometimes in the swing of happiness, sometimes in the swing of the Father's lap, sometimes you continue to swing in the swings of bliss, love, and peace. To swing means to enjoy yourself. All these attainments are the specialty of this blessed time. At this time, because the bestower of blessings is also the bestower of fortune, and because he is the Father who fulfills the responsibility of all relationships, the Father is merciful. To give a multi-million-fold return for one is the method of this time. At the end, he will take the help of his companion who settles all karmic accounts. You do know who his companion is, do you not? Then this account of receiving multi-million-fold for one will end. At the moment, he is merciful, but later the settlement of karmic accounts will begin. At this time, he even forgives you. He even forgives a very severe mistake and, as your helper, makes you fly forward. To have realization in your heart means to be forgiven. Here, you don't have to ask for forgiveness in the way that people of the world ask for forgiveness. The method of realization is the forgiveness. So have realization in your heart. To ask for forgiveness because someone said so or with the aim of moving along at that time is not accepted. Some children are even clever. They see the atmosphere and say, at least realize this at this time. Ask for forgiveness. We will see what happens later. However, the father too is knowledgeful. He knows. He smiles and leaves it alone, but he doesn't forgive. You will not achieve success without the right method, will you? The method is just one step, and the result is multi-million steps. However, the method of that one step should at least be accurate, should it not? So, you were told how many specialties this time has and how this time is blessed. If you don't claim blessings at the time of blessings, at what other time would you claim them? When the time ends, then according to the time, the specialties of this time will also end. Therefore, whatever you want to do, whatever you want to take, whatever you want to create, do that and create that at the time of the Father's help, in the form of a blessing. You won't receive this diamond chance again. You heard about the specialties of this time. On the basis of the specialties of the time, become complete in the three specialties of Brahmin life you were told about. The special slogan of all of you is, be holy and be yogi, be jnani and be karmatit. Since you have to go back with the Father, it is only those who always remain with Him who will go back with Him. How can those who don't remain with Him go back with Him? In that case, you wouldn't be ready to go with Him on time, because to become equal to the Father means to be ready. Equality is the hand of the company. What will happen otherwise? If you continue to follow behind, looking at those who are ahead, that isn't being a companion, is it? The companions will go together. To remain in his company over a long time, to be cooperative as a companion, it is this sanskar over a long time that will make you a companion and enable you to be taken with him. If you don't remain with him even now, this proves that you remain distant. So the sanskar of remaining at a distance will make you experience distance at the time of going with him. Therefore, check all three specialties from now. Always remain with him. Always be the Father's companion and do service. The Father is the one who makes you act, and you are the instrument that acts. Then service will never make you fluctuate. When you are alone, you have the consciousness of I. Then Maya, the cat, also meows. You say, my, I, my. And she says, meow, I come, meow. Maya is said to be the cat, is she not? So be a companion and do service. The definition of becoming karmatik is also very deep. Baba will tell you about it at some other time. Today, simply check these three things, and to what extent you have taken benefit of the specialties of this time. To know the importance of time means to become great, just as it is important to know the self and to know the Father. In the same way, it is also essential to know the time. So, do you understand what you have to do? Before Bap Dada sits and announces the result, find your own result. This is because when Bap Dada announces the result and you hear the result, you will think, it has now been announced, and so what can I do now? Now I am fine as I am, and what I am. This is why Bap Dada still says, check this and check that. Baba is telling you the result indirectly because you have been told in advance that he will give you the result, and you have also been given time. You have sometimes been given 6 months and sometimes a year. Then some even think that the 6 months are up and Baba hasn't yet told us anything. However, as you have been told, there is now still some time for Baba to be merciful and for blessings. At present, Chitragupta, the one who takes the account, is incognito. He will be revealed later. This is why the Father still has mercy. Okay? Give them 1 more year. After all, they are children. What can the Father not do if he wants? He can announce everything about each and every one. Some think that he is the innocent Lord. So some children, even now, continue to treat Baba as though he is innocent. He is the innocent Lord, but he is also the great death. He is not showing that form to the children now. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to stand in front of him. This is why he becomes the innocent Lord. While knowing everything, he becomes ignorant. But for what? To make the children complete. Do you understand? Seeing all these scenes, Bap Dada continues to smile. What games you play, he continues to see them all. Therefore, check the specialties of Brahmin life in yourself and make yourself complete. Acha? To all the souls from everywhere, the yogi souls, jnani souls, karmatit, elevated souls, equal to the Father, to the great souls who become great, knowing the importance of the self and the time, to the pure and sensible children with a broad and clean intellect who constantly take the benefit of all relationships with the Father and of the attainments Bap Dada's love, remembrance, and namaste. Bap Dada meeting groups. Do you constantly experience yourselves to be Master Almighty Authority souls who are full of all powers? The Father has given the treasure of all powers as your inheritance. So, all the powers are your inheritance. That is, they are your treasures. Your treasures stay with you, do they not? The Father gave them, and so they became the children's. So you automatically remember that which belongs to you. All of those things are perishable things, whereas this inheritance and the powers are imperishable. It isn't that today you receive the inheritance and tomorrow it would be finished. They are not such treasures that you have them today and tomorrow someone would burn them or loot them. The more you spend these, the more they increase. The more you distribute the treasures of knowledge, the more they will continue to increase. You will automatically continue to attain all facilities. So, you have the happiness that you have claimed your inheritance for all time. Do you not? This inheritance is so elevated, nothing is unattained. You have all attainments. Acha, at the time of farewell at Amrit Vela, Bap Dada meeting the Dadis and Dadi Nirmala Shanta. There is service in every step of the Maharatis. Whether you say anything or not, there is service in every action and at every step. You cannot stay without doing service for even a second. Whether you are seeing through your mind, serving through words, or through relations and connections, you are constant yogis and constant servers. It is good. You are going to distribute and feed others the treasures you have accumulated in Madhuban. For the Maharatis to remain at any place who becomes a physical support for souls. Just as the Father is the canopy of protection, in the same way, the children who are equal to the Father also become a canopy of protection. Everyone becomes so happy on seeing you. So this is a blessing for all the Maharatis. Your eyes have a blessing. Your forehead has a blessing. How many blessings you have? All the physical senses that perform actions have a blessing. What do people think when you look at them? They all understand that they experience the Father's eyes through the eyes of you souls. So, the eyes have a blessing, do they not? The mouth has a blessing. That face has a blessing. Every step has a blessing. You have so many blessings. Will you count them? You give blessings to others, but you have already received blessings in advance. Whatever step you take, your apron is filled with blessings. They show the image of Lakshmi, of how everyone continues to receive wealth from her hands. It isn't just for a short time, but for she becomes a goddess of wealth for all time and continues to distribute wealth. So, whose image is that? So, you have so many blessings. The Father says that no blessings remain anymore. So, what should He give? You are moving along decorated with blessings. It is said He just waved His hand and blessings were received. So, the Father gave the blessing of, may you be equal. Through this, you received all blessings. When the Father became Avyakt, He gave all the children the blessing of may you be equal. He didn't give it to only those who were in front of Him. He gave it to everyone. In the subtle form, all the Mahavirs were in front of the Father and they received this blessing. Acha, all of you have everyone's blessings and medicine too. This is why even a big illness becomes something small. It shows its form, but it cannot attack you. It shows the form of changing from a crucifix to a thorn. However, you always have the Father's hand and His company. At every step and in every word, you continue to receive blessings and medicine from the Father. Therefore, remain carefree. When will I become free from this? Become so free that you can then come to the subtle region. Others also receive power through this. Your illness serves you people. So, the illness is not an illness, but a means of service. Otherwise, everyone would think that all of you have help and that you don't have any experience of anything else. However, this shows its form slightly to make you experienced and for you to serve others, to give them courage. Otherwise, everyone would be disheartened. You just see a slight form as a sample, but most of your account has been settled. Only a slight trace of it remains. Acha, double foreigners. To have good wishes for every soul in your heart is to receive thanks from the heart. Every child continues to receive thanks from the Father's heart at every step. The confluence age is said to be the time to give thanks to all souls for all time. The whole confluence age is Thanksgiving Day. Constantly continue to give one another good wishes and pure feelings, and the Father also gives them. Acha, blessing, may you be happy-hearted with a constant and stable stage and constantly follow the one Father. Father Brahma's life is an accurate computer for you children. Nowadays, you can ask a computer any question. In the same way, whenever you have any questions in your mind, then instead of asking what, how, look at the computer of Father Brahma's life. The questions what and how will change into like this. Instead of having a heart full of questions, you will become happy-hearted. To be happy-hearted means to be one with a constant and stable stage who follows the one Father. Slogan: on the basis of soul power, experience remaining constantly healthy. Om Shanti.